She stayed with her aunt, Emma Sophia. So she grew up in this house that was always full of kids. But there was something that Emma Lobel had that Rachel just absolutely loved. It was a statue of Mary. And she had this statue on her kitchen window, so it always sat there. She lived, when she was a little girl, about 12 years old, she lived on this farm out in western Kansas. One time that Emma remembers, her mom, Emma's mom, wanted to go visit Grandma, her mother. And they lived in a farm which was a ways away. So they took this horse and buggy over to Grandma's house, and Emma couldn't go. Emma was 12 years old, and she said, no, I'm just taking the little kids. We're gonna go visit Grandma, but you need to stay here and help your sisters take care of the men folk, because they were working on, the brothers and the dad were working on the farm, right? So somebody had to stay back and cook for them. Wanted to go. She was right in the middle, she was 12 years old. She stayed back and she felt so bad. Very sad because everyone else went, but she couldn't.
Yeah.
She was back with her other sisters.
That's how I feel when Hannah
I know,
and Ginger
exactly.
go.
So you know the feeling, right?
Yeah.
And Grandma,
What?
where's Emma?
Aww.
So she felt bad that Emma couldn't come.
Yeah.
So Grandma had this statue of Mary. And she says, you take this back and you give this to Emma. When Rachel moved back to Wichita, she was there back at Emma's house, and one of Emma's daughters, Catherine, who Rachel loves her very much, she told her the story about the statue, because the statue was still there, Emma was still alive, and Catherine said, you need to go put your name on the bottom of that statue, because if anything happens to Mom, you should have that statue. Nobody else knows the story. They don't care about that statue. They don't know the story. You're the only one who knows the story. I didn't know the story. Nobody knows the story but you. Well, Emma, years later, passed away. And Catherine said to Rachel, we're getting rid of all the stuff at Mom's. People are coming over to take things. I want you to come over and take something that you'll remember Emma by. But she never put her name on the bottom of it. It was gone when she went there. So she went to this closet.
Do you know this story, Dad?
Some of it.
Found the blanket. But this is the blanket that the kids, like I told you earlier, would lay down on and take their naps. So she goes, oh, I remember those blankets. So she took this blanket. And when she got it home, she was looking at it. I can make blankets. I mean, I can do this. I can make blankets just like this. And I can make big blankets for the family. So like in the 1990s, she made all kinds of blankets. Everybody in the family got a blanket. In fact, there's a YouTube of some of her blankets from the 1990s. Sean still has, I think, 2 of her blankets.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
The green one?
So Nick, when he moved into his apartment, he got a hold of her and he said, remember those blankets that you used to make, So Rachel.
Yeah.
Nick wanted a blanket. She went online, she went on Facebook, she went on Marketplace, she found a Singer sewing machine just like she used to have, and she started making blankets. And she made Nick a huge, beautiful, thick blanket. And then she brought that over to his house and presented it to him.
Aww.
And he was so happy. It was so big. I mean, it was just great. Even as long, and she made it extra long, of course, because it was for Nick. So, as she started doing these new blankets,
Wow.
Dang, that's
Oh my
huge.
God. That's a nice blanket.
Oh, that's so pretty.
so this is a blanket. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. And she names her blankets now.
Okay.
You're about
Wow.
to get blanketed.
And this is called Hang On, It's Almost Spring.
Love it.
I can take a nap with this.
Oh, this is